Hello and welcome to another special Saturday stream. I am yet to do my vocal warm-ups. I've just gotten back from vacation, as you can probably tell by the festive shirt. And today we're going to be taking a look at a game, an art project. I'm not sure what to call it just yet because I haven't actually delved into it myself, but it's called The Longing. My understanding is that it takes 400 days to complete, but there's some things that actually change the amount of time that's passing. So let's get started and take a look. From what I've grasped so far from seeing some others that have taken a look at it, and only a couple minutes there, and for most of them, it looks like a meditation in patience. So this will be an exercise for me. Deep beneath the earth, there lay the realms of an old king. A very deep cave. The Longing. There's definitely a bit of deep intention and design that went into this. You don't see many games start with their credits. I'm not sure how quiet the game is, and how much the music loops, how much music there is. So we'll play that by ear, no pun intended. Hello. My powers have faded. All I have left is you, my faithful shade. That this up here? All I ask of you is to wait, and never to leave these caves. I shall now sleep for 400 days to gather my remaining strength. Wake me when the time has come to end all fear and longing. It's just our eyes. Well, there we go. So this is my home. A nice place to spend the next 400 days waiting. Said right click to close. I left clicked because I'm a rebel. Can we just click on things? Right click. Make music. I'll need to find all 4 parts of this instrument before I can enjoy the pleasure of making music. I currently have 1 instrument part. Also, I'll talk as much as I can, but I'm gonna try not to feel pressured to fill silence with talking like I do in most games, so if that's not what you're into, that's understandable. We can draw. We don't have that color. Shouldn't be too hard to find it somewhere in the caves. So we have black. We don't have these 4 colors. 2. I'm not sure what the 2 means. Let's... Ooh, father, soul, hand, cave. Let's draw draw myself. Possibly the number of minutes that it takes to draw it. It is pretty quiet. I might put on my own soundtrack of atmospheric music. Oh, there's a little bit here. I'll give it a chance, of course. I want the content of the game to come through first. But then if we're actually making a run of it, we'll see. That looks about right. Time goes by faster in the company of great art. This one deserves a special place on my wall. Oh, okay. Picture of myself. Picture of myself will go right above the chair. Chair, we have some books. We double click. Ah, yes. Nothing better than resting the weary body on a comforting chair. Read a book, sit and stare. Movie, sit and stare. Are you gifted anything for your patience? Hey, stay in the chair for 400 days. Stratature, how's it going? That'd be a great stream. Just me in my chair, the shade in his chair, 400 days. He doesn't have to go to the bathroom though. Again, it's a big test of patience. For anything with an obvious goal, I'm a lot more patient. Like if we watch something filling up, or if we watch something, you know, like a loading bar, that kind of thing, I have a lot more patience than not knowing the outcome of your patience. That's something that I don't have the patience for. Drinking your morning coffee at 3 a.m. It's 8 p.m. here. Drinking my evening Sprite, which is transparent on the green screen. Trying to ditch caffeine a little bit. I only drink it in the earlier hours of the day, pretty much after the sun's down. No more caffeine. Cutting it out gradually. Hydrating a lot more with water. Okay, let's maybe take a look. Let's sit down. Maybe take a look at a book really quick. I have seen this part. Read a book. Choose a book to read. Thoughts, The Goose Girl, Thus Spoke Zarathustra 1, and Moby Dick. So these are the actual books. Let's take a look at our thoughts, though. King told me to wait 400 days. Then I should awaken him, and he will end all fear and longing. I wonder what will happen. At least my birthday will be a bit sooner. Idle reading. 1 to 5. King warned me that I should never leave these caves. I wonder what exactly he meant by that. I wish I could dream of another place. I'd like to explore the caves, but I feel the presence of a great darkness lurking somewhere. Where is this darkness? Will I ever overcome it? I could really use a map of the kingdom. The cave is supposedly full of hidden places. I wonder when I will have discovered every part of the cave. So far, I haven't seen anything. There's a secret library somewhere in the kingdom. Oh, idle reading must have... We'll X that for a second. We're reading at a slower pace, apparently. Secret library somewhere in the kingdom. I could use some more books, so I'd very much like to find it. I really need to read more. My dream would be to find a book that never ends. I read about the halls of eternity, a place where time stands still. Since I have some spare time while I am waiting, I could try to make some use of it. After all, time goes by faster if you keep your mind occupied. My home is not comfortable enough for this long wait. I wish I had more colors for my art studies. Should be possible to find some different colored stones in the cave. I definitely need more pictures on my wall, especially lice pictures. A mattock would be nice, a nice tool to have down here. I could try to enlarge my home by hacking through the walls. There are crystals in many colors. I could harvest some of them and decorate my room. A bed would be a nice addition to my furniture. I could probably build one if I had the right materials. I could use some running water in my home. Not that I have any need for hygiene, I just like the sound. Luckily, I don't need to eat, but it would be nice to grow some pretty mushrooms. It is very lonely down here. From time to time, it would be nice to see another pair of eyes. I'd really like to converse with someone, anyone. Sometimes a beautiful melody is playing in my head. I wish I could play my favorite tune on my instrument to ease the pain of solitude. I should make a list of my failings. Maybe that will be a small accomplishment at least. Well, I can't think of anything else right now. I guess I'll just continue waiting in loneliness. Aw. So this is these are like a checklist of things to do. So we'll have to keep those in mind. And let me pull up a book here. The Goose Girl, right? So I'm not going to read through it necessarily. But yeah, as we're clicking through these pages, essentially assuming he's reading the book, it does tick down the time faster than real time. Not going backwards though. Oh, looks like you only get that bonus once. I mean, we could go ahead and do this. Maybe I need an auto clicker. This seems like cheating though. I mean, it's not exactly taking days off. There we go. We've knocked out the first hour. How long have we been streaming now? I don't even have my uptime up right now. It's fine. We won't do this a lot. I mean, we only have Moby Dick after this, but Moby Dick's a lot longer, I think. Okay, so we knocked out about almost 4 hours. Thus spake Zarathustra. Thustra? Moby Dick's a 1,200 page book. Let's come back to Moby Dick. How the time flies. I should be reading more. Which way do we want to go? Left or right? Let's go out to the right. Oh, we can look at the hourglass. Hold on a second. We can move it. Put it back on the table. Oh, no. Put it back on the table. Time is progressing slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay. Double click seems to let us auto walk. There's also something up here that's for auto walk. I guess it's for places that we find. Okay, the king is directly out here to the right. I think the king will allow me to explore his vast realm, but I better remember the way back. Okay. So this is the way back. Or at least this takes me back to my room, which is the crown. It's right next to the king, I guess. Not go back yet. Let's try to go up. You can hear him snoring. No need to hurry. I have plenty of time to walk. No stress at all. 399 days to go. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Stratature. It's going to be kind of a quiet one. It's going to be kind of a patient, like I was saying earlier, an exercise in patience, so won't be necessarily as talkative. We'll have a peaceful time. We'll see how this goes tonight. I really like these stairs. Zoom out. Can't. What are our options up here? We have music, we have sound. What is the candle? Oh, it's the brightness of the game. Gotcha. Let's continue. Okay, so we have more stairs up. A cave to the right. Let's look in here, I guess. Well, this will be the lowest of Octane. Why did I go here? Can we go in? No? Okay. Maybe that's not a cave we can go in. Let's go up here. Well, you have to go back first. He kind of looks like a crispy Mr. Burns. No, no, no. Can I double click? There you go. Little piece of coal here, right? Can we pick it up? See something lying on the ground. Right click, pick up. A lump of coal. I will keep you safe, my little brother. Do we have an inventory? Okay, that's the menu. It would be kind of neat if these like squares around the edge got like filled up with stuff or something. I'm really digging the atmosphere. His eyes, they follow the mouse. No, no, keep going up. Enter door. This door hasn't opened in a long time. It might take a while. Oh, Strat, take all the time that you need. Enjoy that sandwich. It might take a while. As with everything else in this game. I wonder how much a while is. Oh, we can see it opening. Squeeze through there. You could totally squeeze through there. I could squeeze through already, but not to wait until the door is open in full glory would be blasphemy. Well, not waiting would be blasphemy, I suppose. Hey, there we go. Enter door. Seems like a great place to be lonely. I better remember the way. Use the arrows in this column to remember places. Use the arrows on the right to walk automatically. Oh, okay. And this is just home. This is always home. But this takes a screenshot of the place. Walk to a random place. That's interesting too. I think I heard if you hang out here, the camera will zoom out. Is this the room? I don't think it's doing anything just yet. But I did hear that the way to see the map is to hang out in a room. So we have up, left, and right. Go left. Walk past the door. Where's the light coming from? We're underground. Taking a stroll in the magnificent halls sure is a fulfilling occupation. Should we continue or should we check out this room? There's so many doors. I'm gonna go back for a second. I want to try to remember this. Oh no, we have plenty of time. Okay. Continues. Let's keep going left instead of going up. I should talk to myself more often. Go up and down right here. Never leave the caves, the king said. We have a lot of time to think about it, but do we want to obey? I mean, he did create us for the purpose of waiting for him. Was that a good thing to do? What's this? It's a different color. Is that a rock? Piece of flint. I can use 2 of them to start a nice fire at home. Let's look in here. I think I can use the keyboard as well. No, that went back in the door. Control goes through the door. I guess you'd have to I still have to move the mouse around to give him a direction to go, but then space can walk. Kind of like that. Ah, part of my instrument. If I gather all of them, I'll be able to make some music at home. I now have 2 of the instrument parts. We found an instrument here. Let's go up and check this area out. No. Keep going. We'll double click and we'll get you started. There's a closed door over there on the left. Okay, so this comes back out here. Assuming that's the same hall. You go up? Yes, thank you. Let's check out this closed door. You get a little volume increase here. Volume increase for the background music and sounds. Pick up. Lump of coal. 2 coal. This door should lead to the library, but it's blocked from the other side. I'll add this event to my list of disappointments. I now have 1 disappointment. Collecting disappointments. Oh, red. Feels like so much progress to find one thing. A piece of clay. Now I have some red color for my paintings. Very nice. Let's check over here. Is that another part of my instrument in the background? Cave here is warm and beautiful. Let me look down here for just a second. If it's what we saw in the background, then the instrument piece might be here. But it also looks like we've kind of come full circle to an area we've been to. Pick up? Oh, it's kind of hidden. Another piece of coal. Looking for something in these caves, I'm just not sure what. The sense of self? I feel like if we go through this door, it's going to take us back somewhere we've been. Okay, yeah. Let's go back in here. Go back up. I don't remember if we came in through the first door or not. We'll check the second door. How many hours? It's 400 days. If you played this without getting any buffs, 9,600 hours. Sure, okay. We may have been through here. Never understood life. I mean, how old are you? Are you newly born? Don't rightly know. So have we been here? I don't think so. So many places. Is this? Pick up. Piece of wood might be useful for building a bed. Okay. That's where the right door goes. Okay, so many of these paths come back to each other, which helps me feel not so lost. Sometimes I want to stop walking and just sit down to think. I'm sure there'll be plenty of that in between streaming this. Check in here. Oh, okay. So there's nothing on this side, but I'm gonna walk over here first. Anything? Nothing. Something on the ground over here. Like a quill and a book. This sheet of paper will be useful for my art studies. I wonder where it came from. I now have 2 paper. Oh, that's what the 2 was. We used 1, and now we have 2 again. I hope the king doesn't mind if I borrow one of his books. I now have 5 books. Nice. Let's try to go up the stairs. Another piece of paper. You know what, just to double check, make sure there's nothing on this side. Behind a column or something. Had to check. If there's one thing I have always had the patience for, it's doing my due diligence and searching for things. Is this another coal? Or coal? What does the coal give us? Wonder where it came from, this sheet of paper. Okay, now we're on the right side of this hall. Let's go this way. This is the same on this side. That it? These just little bits of coal that fall from the ceiling. Should I pick it up? Yeah. So I've been seeing these on occasion. I don't know if we always need to pick them up. I'm assuming we'll walk back through there at some point. Let's look in here. Let's go to the right. Hearing my cat snore. Turn cat cam for a second. There he is. You know what? I'll leave it on for a bit. Very similar on this side. Let's, before we look around here, go ahead and go up on this side. Oh, is that a dead end? Gotta walk to the dead end just to see what's there. What a meaningless ascent. I now have 2 disappointments. All good, man. All good. I was at least rewarded with dialogue, so. Oh, pick up. Oh no, it disappeared. Was it because I walked over it? Let's go back through here. Kind of want to see the middle again. From time to time, solitude can be a good thing. feel like being this alone, though, without even proof of an outside society would be what would be kind of maddening. Oh no, okay, this is a map room, I think. Does it show everything, or does it just show what we've seen? The X must be where we are. Oh, there's like there's a Matic coal up here. Let's go over here and get it. Investigate. These carvings seem to show a rather crude map of the kingdom. It would take some time to decipher it. Well, let's sit here deciphering for a second and see what happens. It does seem like we're zooming out. Must resist urge to check phone notifications. Starting to understand these carvings. Is this how they connect though? Like, I'm looking over here, like, are these two doors maybe connected? Or are there any hidden doors? I thought this was a little bit different than right here. Because these are symmetrical on either side. Let's move his cat cam down some. So there's a lot above us. They're big caverns. A little dark. Can we lighten this up? This is the library, and there's the green door to the library. It's blocked from the other side. Maybe if we go over here and up, we can go around. And our home was down here, right? Because here's the long stairs. So much over here that's just in one door, out the other. If you want to see the map, you have to wait a couple minutes, that's for sure. Again, we're right here. Do we want to go ahead and try this? This seems pretty simple. We just go left, across. We go left and up. Foot long sub with pulled pork and other goodies. At 3 a.m.? 3 a.m. sub? There's no overdoing it at 3 a.m. You won't remember what was in it in the morning. The more you put in it, the less you'll remember. Well, there's something glowing over here. That's kind of neat looking. I can't tell if that's twinkling or if that's just like artifacts from it zooming out. I think I finally understood the carvings. It seems like there is a long and dark way to the top. Yeah, but that's sacrilege, isn't it? Like, sure, we'll look around up there if it's still in the caves, but I mean, do you want to defy the king? And we're just about done zooming out. It doesn't show our house on here, but it's in this door here. Okay, so our home and the king is at the very bottom. This isn't too hard to remember. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Paste. In case we need to come back to look at that later without waiting. But waiting is part of the game, I know. I don't plan on looking anything up, so anything we get on our own, it's on our own. Okay, it's zooming out now, but we have what we need. So we're gonna go to the left, split up and across, and see if we can come down to the library from the other side. I've never felt more alone. When did you not feel alone? Did you have a life before this? So many questions. Keep going and then we'll split upward. Let me guess, it'll take you 300 days to reach the top. And then your SOL as far as reaching the king in time. You know what, maybe. Tell yourself to go for 200 days and then you hit day 200, you gotta turn back around. Will the king know if he overslept? That's another good question. 6 coal. There's our other part in the back, but we went through this door and it didn't take us there. So what's up with this? Is this broken? Like there used to be a staircase here? We are coal rich. Inspect the moss. There's moss growing here, but it's not ready to be harvested yet. Where do we see that? Maybe just near the water. Splish splash. So much coal. 8 coal. Moss growing here, but it's not ready to be harvested yet. Maybe we can't even see it. It's so not ready. Three mosses. Enter door. Do you know why you're collecting coal? I'm not sure. I know we can have a fire with 2 flint in our home. I don't know if we use coal to fuel that or not. It's not for drawing. This might be where we need to go, which means we need to go right to try the library. Let me check over here to the left just to see if there's anything obvious. More moss. Could be forever though if we're just going to the left. Okay, it's a dead end. Almost literally a watching grass grow simulator. Hey, we got a coal for our trouble. 9 coal. It's the fastest thing in the game so far is how quickly we're collecting coal.